Hi, everybody. I just wanted to walk you through what it's like for me, what I do for creating a week's worth of posts. And I'm just going to show you on LinkedIn. And this is a tool called Buffer. If you've heard me speak or if you've been to one of my workshops or whatnot, you've heard me talk about this tool. It's a tool I recommend for a lot of my small business owners out there. I'm a small business owner, so this is the tool I use. It's the quickest, the easiest, the most clean, uh, least cumbersome way to post and to manage my social accounts. So here, I'm going to show you through LinkedIn. I have in Puffer, you can set up these times when you would like to post. So those are the times that I've set up. And I'm going to go ahead and schedule out. Let's see how long this takes. I'm doing this cold turkey, right? I haven't pre-planned any of this. So if I come in on a Sunday night or a Monday morning, I'm going to set up a week's worth of posts. So that's about 9 posts for me right now. One thing I'm going to do as I come into Buffer here is that I can go into my analytics first off, and I can click on things like most clicked. And I can look at my most clicked interactions here. This was on January 4th. This was about 10 days ago. And that was my most clicked. The next one was on the December 21st. So that one was almost a month ago. This one was the 22nd of December, 18th of December. So you can kind of see what posts were out there. I'm going to go ahead and I can go ahead and just rebuffer this. Not everybody saw it at the same time that it came out on the 21st. So I'll just go ahead and rebuffer this. So that was a blog post that I'd written a while ago. And I'll just go ahead and keep this same thing since it worked pretty well. Let's go ahead and put a little emoji in here. Why not, right? A little heart eyes for building brand loyalty. And then I'm going to hit add to queue. So if you click on this down, you hit share next or share now or schedule the post. I've already got the queue set up for LinkedIn, so I'm just going to add this to my queue. Now, you do not want to create a ton of self-promotional posts. I do a couple per week. So that was one that I just did. Now I'm going to go back into my content area here, and I'm going to go to content inbox. Here's where I've done this a long time ago, but I've set up an RSS feed where I can come in here and I can add and remove different feeds. These are the ones that I've chosen to review and have come into my feed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through these and I'm going to click on articles that look interesting to me. I'm going to scan them. I'm not going to read them in depth. I'm just going to scan them and I'm going to see what articles I think look interesting that I think my audience would also like. So as I scroll down, just be patient with me. I might speed up this part of the video just so you can see what's going on here. So here's an article. I'll click that one. I'm just going to scan it here. Okay, so this looks like it's pretty credible stuff. Some nice quotes from some nice individuals on here. So I like this. Now, there's two ways that I can share this. I can just exit and simply hit add. And there's not much more I'm going to add to this. I can just put so I'll just do that. I'll go ahead and add that to my queue. It'll go ahead and pull my imagery in. This article looks kind of interesting. Another thing I might do is while that's loading, I'll come back and just click through some of the other ones here. Okay, so I'm going to come back down. I've got all these tabs open now. I'm going to come down here and look at these posts that I clicked on earlier. Just a really quick article, but I'm going to go ahead and highlight this statement. I can buffer that text. So you see here that it'll take that text and copy it in there. So that could be like my comment. And then I'll add this to my queue. So this is another article from Seth. I'm not going to post this one. I already posted an article from Seth. So if I want to use this maybe for next week, I can click the buffer icon up here. And then I can deselect these. I'll go ahead and add a little bit to what he said. And then I'm going to schedule this post. And I'll schedule it for next week, not 2:11 a.m., maybe 2:11 p.m. So I went ahead and scheduled that for next week. I just want to make sure that if I'm going to promote this, then I should know what I'm promoting. And I know most of these. So now I am going to go to my blog. And I'm going to do another little self-promotion here. Let's get that guy's email out of there. I'm going to do another self-promotion here on one of my latest articles that I just published. Okay, so there's not there's not actually food in here. I thought there would be. So this is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and post that because, people like to read interesting things. Okay, at this point, I don't know how many I have. Oh, I've got 12 in my queue. So if I go back to my queue, you'll see that now these areas are all full. if I go to my month view, you'll see that I've got posts lined up now for the rest of the week, all up until next Monday. So that's cool. And I've got a couple of my own posts in there. I've got that brand. I've got Brand Heaven and Hell post in there, and I have another blog, my most recent blog, in there as well. I just scheduled an entire week's worth of posts for LinkedIn, and that doesn't even count the ones that I'm going to go back into on LinkedIn on my feed and share. Right, so I'll have multiple posts on certain days. I may have 3 posts on certain days, and depending on my interactions on those days. But these are ones that I can just schedule out. I can also go ahead and move these to a certain time, so I can schedule these out for that day instead, right? So I can change these around when I want to. Anyway, that's Buffer for you. That's how generally each week I'll set aside some time to kind of go through and schedule my posts for the week. Sometimes I do better than others. As you'll see here, I missed a few days. I was really busy this week, but I went ahead and got it done by showing you on video. So go out there, rock it. If you have an app like Hootsuite or something else that you're using, go ahead and get those posts scheduled. It makes your life a whole lot easier. All right, take care, everybody.